All right, folks, I'm going to set up a time warp for the way up. We got a time warp set up, and we're headed up to Tinnican Park. Well, it got really cold. I had plans on doing some exploring up there, check out some waterfalls and the river and all that stuff, but man, it's cold. The worst case scenario, we're just gonna hunker down in the truck and watch some TV and chill out, eat something, and maybe if it warms up in the morning, we'll take a little road trip. All right, let's get on the road. I'll see you guys up there. I got the towpath in the canal. Right along here. And right over there is the Delaware River. And right on the other side is New Jersey. I don't know if you guys can see that. Going through New Hope now. Nice place for a day visit. Weather's nice, you can walk here. Walk around, see all the shops. So this is New Hope, and on the other side is Lambertville. Up down there in that ditch. It's a really nice drive up here. I really like it up here. That's why I come up here a lot. I believe this is Treasure Island here. It was owned by Boy Scouts. Now it's privately owned. I don't know if they're outfitters or what. We'll come up to a one-lane bridge. Gotta stop and make sure. It's hard to see people, but I don't think you see anybody. I camped down there, and me and Laura had dinner here at the Golden Pheasant. Okay, here we are, folks. Tinnican Park. Hey Google, exit navigation.
Here's what I found along your route for Haitian.
Hey Google, exit navigation.
To choose, you can say things like, the second one. So, which do you want?
Yes, we are here. Last time I was up here, the campground looked like it was closed down. I think it still is. Folks, we might try to camp in there tonight. There's already a guy lurking back there. See what he does. I don't know. Well, the weather is frightful. So what I'm going to do is park here. And get the time warp camera from the roof. Let's just take a little walk around real quick. I know where that truck went. We're gonna walk back and check that area out. Maybe we can camp back there tonight. I don't know if they're dogwoods or what they are. They're in bloom. Cherry blossoms. So this is the tow path. Yeah, the campground must be closed. I mean, permanently. I mean, I know it's, a lot of places don't open until like the middle of April, but I think this place is permanently closed down. It's a shame. Disc golf. Look at this wood, man. The sizes. Man. How many people to get back here? Possible. Pull right in here. I don't want to pull up too far because it's really open there. Go back to the truck. Get see what kind of snacks I got. And I'll hang out. Maybe for about an hour or so. Yeah, that truck is driving around. I wonder if he's maintenance or something. Have to keep an eye on him. Oh, no, that was the truck that was parked when we pulled in. All right. Yeah, it's, everything's still a little bare. It's early spring. And we'll play it by ear. Man, weather cuts right through you. Probably get the heater ready because I'm going to need it tonight. Definitely going to need a heater tonight. Oh, we got a porta potty. Man, folks, cutting right through me, right to the bone. Oh boy. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. Get the heater ready for tonight. Fire up the propane. Uh-oh. I should have brought my spare tank. Get our TV out of the way. Let's see if we got the munch on. Bring you guys with me. Oh man. Jack Link's Frito beef stick. I got up here a little earlier because I wanted to check out some areas. The towpath and all that. But so the ride up was nice. You'll see some of that footage. Time lapse and some scenic spots on the way up. I wonder if they would bother me back here. I did have a decent meal plan, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it with the weather and everything. Was I wanted to cook out here. I had some like pork, like a mushroom gravy, and some homemade baked beans. But I'm gonna just settle for something easy. Throw something in the air fryer. Man, I can't believe how. I mean, it's not bitter cold out, but just, man, it cuts right through you. I mean, yesterday it was over 80 degrees. What's up with that? Yeah, it's a shame they must have abandoned this campground. I'm sure it's the same old story. Oh, we don't have money. I don't know what everybody does with all this money. Let me check out my, ooh, that's warm for being outside. Surprised. Okay, let me check out my time warp. See if it's worthy. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. You guys want me to play the whole 2 minutes and 23 seconds? Put some music in there? It's pretty neat. All right, folks, I'm in the back. I'm gonna make something to eat. Oh, don't tell me that went off. Damn, it went off. I'll be back. A little chilly in here. All right, I'm back. Here we go. I'm not getting power. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck's going on? Let me check that again. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have it plugged in. Let's try it again. A couple things you gotta fix in here. That's one of them. Man. Okay. Really, dude? There. All right. Let's try this again, folks. Get my soda. I got some crackers. Get my table up. Door's locked. Let's get a plate out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I want to stay tonight. I'm not sure if I want to risk going back there or not. So I don't know. I'm a little leery about it because it's still pretty, it's early spring and not a lot of stuff has grown in. I love this stuff. It's black diamond extra sharp cheddar. Yeah, I was gonna do like pork loin and homemade baked beans, but the weather wasn't like conducive. I'm gonna go out by the pavilion and cook and stuff, but I didn't want to be bothered because of the weather. Let's eat a couple crackers. This cheese reminds me of the stuff you get in them little snack packs where you pull the plastic off and there's like 4 crackers and there's like a little bit of like cheese and stuff in there. They're pretty good. I set up one of my trail cams on the back tire. Hopefully we'll capture something. All right, let's get some egg rolls in there. Three egg rolls. Cheers, folks. Chinese mustard, I love these. Oh, this is nice and chill. It's showing 46 outside and 63 in here right now. Okay, let's check our egg rolls. Ooh. Sizzling. There we go. Look at them. All right, let us cut one of these open and see if it's done inside. Oh yeah, yeah, they're done. Oh, they're steaming. They are steaming, guys. Easy cleanup. Chinese mustard. I don't know if it's the egg roll I like the most or the Chinese mustard. Very good. Very good. I really don't know where I want to park. I'm afraid to park in the woods, like I said earlier, because I'm still visible from the road. I'm probably going to wind up parking up at the parking lot up here. Hopefully nobody will bother us up there. And I'll set up the home theater system, and we'll watch, get caught up on some of my TV shows. Yeah, it really turned out to be like a crazy day. It's overcast all day, rainy, cold, windy. The Yippin mustard, Yipin, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. The ingredients are water, salt, mustard powder, modified food starch, vinegar, turmeric, and capsicum, and 0.1% of sodium benzoate added as a preservative. So I'm thinking, well, the capsicum, the heat probably comes from the capsicum, if I'm saying that right. But reading this, it says, while the label lists capsicum, which generally refers to chili peppers, the primary heat in traditional Chinese hot mustard comes from brown mustard seeds. Brassica juno, which produces isothiocyanate, a volatile compound that creates a nasal clearing pungent heat rather than the mouth-burning heat of typical capsicum-based peppers. The addition of capsicum in the ingredients list is likely a minor component used to enhance the heat or color. Very interesting. And I love it. Remember my dad used to love this too. It's funny. The older you get, the more you realize you become your parents. I know you don't want to admit it, but it's crazy. Become just like our parents. Back when my dad was younger, he had an old F-100 pickup, Ford F-100, with a cab on the back, a topper or whatever you want to call it, and it had an insert that folded down to a bed where it had like a chuck box in there, and he used to keep like stuff like Lipton soup mix and like coffee and tea, and they had some cooking utensils, and you got to remember back then, I'm talking 70s, there wasn't Wawa's every block. So we'd go somewhere and he'd have his little chuck box and he could stop and have some soup or something. It was nice. So when I did this Suburban like this, it sort of reminds me of him. Like what he would have done. A lot less rules back then too. You could do things and people didn't want to throw you in jail. All right, folks, I'm going to turn you guys off. I'm going to eat this, clean up, and then I'll be back. Or you'll be back to see me clean up. Oh, that's good. I'll have to clean that air fryer out when I get home. I can probably clean it with this, but I'll clean it real good when I get home. I really don't need it to cook anything else, so. glad I cut this bed down a little bit because now I can pull the table down nice and easy. So that was dinner, folks. Easy peasy. I'm not going to say it. You know what? I'm not saying that. Well, it looks like this is it. I wonder if I stay back here if they would kick me out. I mean, the park closes at sunset. All right, we're going to head up to our spot. Well, I can at least take a ride back there and we'll check it out. All right, let's check it out. The trash cans all look new. They all look like they're... Trash cans are emptied. Oh no. Let's go back here. Check this out. No dumping. All right, I'm not dumping. I don't know if this is a road. Ooh. No camping beyond this point. Oh, there's a deer up there. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's straight ahead. Boy. Yeah, I wonder how much the fine will be if I get caught back here. this turn. Ooh, that's tight. All right, let's see what we can do here. Pull up a little bit further.
I never would have had the guts to talk like I was finally finding myself sharing that part of my hair Harrington my once sworn enemy.
That's good.
Out loud to someone and hearing him be cool with it, you know? It's like this weight lifted.
You don't bite.
I don't understand. I guess he's telling me. I hadn't met him there yet. Just because you didn't see him doesn't mean he wasn't here.
Ooh,
Remember, just
Dime.
Holly, I need you to focus. After school? Okay, we're at school, exactly. The library. Library. Bingo.
What's yours? Your memory of what happened.
All right, folks, I'm going to call it. It's, I was just outside. It's pitch black outside. You can't see nothing. I haven't seen any movement out there. Just finished watching an episode of Stranger Things. Really like that 32-inch TV. It's really great. Got the heater on. It's 43 outside, 72 in here. All right, folks, I'll see you in the morning. Hey folks, good morning. It's around 6:30. Been up for about a half hour. It's 43 outside, almost 77 in here, almost 78. I had the fan running. I always say that heater's great, but even on low, it's got to be like 35 degrees and lower outside. I should have cracked the windows. I should have cracked the windows a little bit better last night. So we got to be a little stealthy getting out of here. All right, let me break everything down. really good night's sleep. Really good night's sleep. Got to watch some of my TV shows. Had some popcorn. Let's see if we can find a place to have breakfast. A nice little park. It's a shame the campground is falling apart. Well, that building's falling apart. Yeah, there's a bunch of deer out there in the field. You know, they're so far away, I'm not even gonna show you guys. This is the Irwin Stover house, I believe, up here on the right. You guys have seen that before on my trips. Let's go to the parking lot. Nobody here. Actually, let's go down to the river. River's right across the street. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll take a walk out to the river. Only vehicles loading and unloading watercraft allowed in this area. We're in the water. All right, let's get out of here. Oh my God, my reverse ain't working. I'll take a walk down real quick to show you guys. I had to take the kayak here. I don't know, that river's moving pretty quick. I don't know if I can get back upstream. Do not anchor or dredge. Warning, petroleum pipeline. It's a SQWIB shack. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if you can camp on that little island. I don't think it's an island. I think it's a peninsula. I'm not sure. That would be fun. Let me get Adam to come do that with me. Yeah, that water's moving fast. Even out of here. All right, folks, let's see if we can find a spot for breakfast. All right, here's the deal. I thought I set the GoPro for time lapse. Here I just set it for record. That was weird. GoPro just shut off for no reason. I don't know why it does that. This is a brand new 13. I'll tell you about that in a second. As I was saying, the time lapse, I accidentally just hit standard record, so it's just my truck in the woods. And talk about the GoPro. I sent my 11 in for repair or whatever they do. I'm a subscriber. I think it's $99 replacement. And they sent me out a brand new 13, which is nice. This is the one I bought. The replacement hasn't been a problem yet, but this shut off a couple times on me. And sometimes it says SD card or reinsert SD card. So we'll see what happens. So far I'm happy with them. And the GoPro 13s have their own batteries. So I had 15 of the Enduro batteries, so I gave my daughter like 6 of them. I only need like 4 or 5. So that's where we're at with the GoPros. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to look for a place for breakfast. I know I've said that several times, but let's do it now. "10 minutes away." All right, let's check this out. Oh boy, I guess they never heard of asphalt. Damn. Well, this is Ringing Rocks, and I think there's a trail. But we're gonna hop in the back and have breakfast real quick. I took Steven here years ago when he was little. Now let's take a walk before we have breakfast. They call it Ringing Rocks because if you hit the rocks with a hammer, they sound like metal bells. I guess they're like a granite or something. I had to get my hat, it was a little chilly. Take leave. All right, we could do that. We'll take a hammer, we'll give it a shot. Loop Trail, Boulder Field, Creek Trail. And let's go to the Boulder Field with our hammer. Here's the Boulder Field. A lot of rocks. We got lots of rocks in PA. I think that takes down over Waterfall, but I hear it's very unimpressive. I think I walked down there one year with Steve, and I didn't even know it was a waterfall. So let's bang on a couple of these rocks. You know what it sounds like? It sounds exactly like I'm hitting rocks with a hammer. I don't know, I hear a little bit of a metal sound. I'm gonna break my neck out here. All right, let's walk down to the creek. I don't know how far it is, but nobody's here. Let's check it out. Then we'll come back and have breakfast. 4 times I've said that. Who put all these rocks here? I don't remember it being this far. I mean, it's not far, but I thought it was like right off of the parking lot. Falls Creek Trail, Loop Trail. I hear water, so maybe we will get a waterfall. Oh, we got some water. We don't want to slip down here. Cool. Here we are, folks. Bringing rocks. Oh boy, I don't want to slip back this way. All right, folks, let's head back. I'm getting a little hungry. Get our hammer. Okay. That was fun. Maybe it was a good thing that it rained a little bit, because I always hear folks saying, oh, there wasn't even water going over. Barely a trickle. That was moving pretty good. I like to come down here in the heavy rain. All right, let's put our hammer back at the hammer station. Hammer time. They got a flat, guys. Oh boy. Can't find it. I can't find the leak. I figured I would just plug it. So I'm going to drive about 5 miles down the road and check it again. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, keep our fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Yeah, usually I can find it and plug it, but I couldn't find anything. So let's head down the road a little bit. Let's see what happens. Ooh, there's a stump there. I'm gonna turn you guys off, and I'll see you at the next stop. All right, let's check that tire. Found it. Yeah. Something probably went all the way through there. Get our plug kit. These safety seals are great. Alright. Gonna ring that puppy out. Get in there. on. Last time they did this, I couldn't get the damn lugs off. Let's hope they didn't make them too tight this time. Why the fuck do they make these fucking tight? Oh my god. The fuck? Why, guys? Why?
Are you calling from Pennsylvania? I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Please hold while we connect you to your local AAA.
George from AAA is here. So that was George from AAA hooked me up. He says sometimes the aluminum, they crank down tighter on the aluminum wheels, aluminum rims. In any case, I think I'm going to get an M16 impact driver like he has. There. Now I need to put the rest of my tools away. Oh, God. All right, I've been talking about breakfast all morning. I gotta make something neat. The Jimmy D breakfast sausage. I gotta eat something. So that was an adventure. Trying to get them lug nuts off. I'm definitely buying one of them impact drivers. Man, he got them off. That'll be my Father's Day gift. Yeah, we got about an hour ride home. I was a little leery of limping my way home with that tire. I probably could have made it, but I was a little nervous when I got on 95. Or a lot of this river road is, there's nowhere to pull off. Oh man. I'm going to give that a second. I'm going to put it back in. And we're going to hop up in the goddamn front of that car. Crack open an iced coffee. Head home and chow down on this sandwich. Man, I'm hungry. I would eat it frozen right now. The jack and everything is under here, so I have to take the microwave and everything out. All right, you know what? You're good enough. If you're frozen, you're frozen. We're eating you. Okay. Put this stuff back in. Let's hop up in the captain's chair. See up there. Alrighty. Oh, back in the SQWIB shack. Alright folks, time to chow down. Oh, I hope everything's okay. Oh boy, what an adventure. And we have our Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage sandwich. That the cheese always oozes out all over the place. Oh well. There we go. Well, I still got to accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish. Cheers, folks. Oh man, Mean Bean Java Monster. I didn't feel like making coffee. All right, folks, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, so this was Upper Black Eddy, and we were at Tinicum Park. We stopped at Ringing Rocks, checked that out. And the waterfall. That was pretty cool. All right, hope that tire holds up. Well, folks, I'm probably going to end this here. Appreciate you guys coming along and watch me attempt to change a spare. I am definitely ordering that impact driver, especially with having them aluminum rims. So thanks for hanging in there. Really appreciate you guys. Keep them comments coming. So far so good with the GoPro 13s. This one does shut down every once in a while. I don't know why. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Why it shuts down. It's like it's not cold. It's like 50 some degrees out. So I'm going to call it, folks. Until next time, I'm out.